Danielle again, back still in my little nook. So we're going to keep going with Because of Mr. Terupt. I believe we're on chapter 29. Let me double check. Yes. Chapter 29 is Danielle's chapter, so here we go. The holiday centers turned out great. It was a lot of hard work, especially with Alexia in our group, but Mr. Terupt took care of her. She wasn't the same after that. She became real quiet, which helped us get our center put together smoothly. Jessica and Jeffrey completed the trivia game. They came up with some really great questions. Luke loved playing it when he visited our holiday. He said he learned a lot from it, which Mr. Terupt was happy to hear. Mr. Terupt hung around our center because of the cookies. I made them, even after what Alexia said about me. My mom and Grandma helped me find a recipe that used cumin, which is a spice. The three of us spent a lot of time together in the kitchen. It was a perfect opportunity to ask about going to Anna's, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. The best part of our Holiday Centers Day took place when our collaborator friends visited. That was Peter's great idea. Some of the games were hard for them, but we all helped. They were able to do the crafts and eat special foods like my cookies. James liked our craft project where you had to cut thin strips of paper and staple rings together to make a long chain. The chain is a calendar to help you count down the days of Ramadan, which could be 29 or 30 days long. Our chain included way more links than that because our guests kept adding them. 137, James said after eyeing the chain for just a few seconds. Then he started attaching more links. James really liked the surprise I had for him. I put together a collection of photographs of Middle Eastern farms and farming. He sat down and started talking about them and studying them. Seeing James like this made me happy. Jeffrey surprised us. Once Joey showed up, Jeffrey pulled out this little memory game that he had made with pairs of matching cards with different Ramadan pictures on them. He and Joey played. It was a super wonderful day. Mr. Terupt was smiling. So was I. That is the end of Danielle's chapter 29, and we're going to move on to Jessica's chapter 30. Act 5, Scene 1. Hi, honey, how was school? Mom asked as I climbed into the car. Mom was great about giving me rides home whenever she could. Some kids, like Jeffrey, had to ride the bus every day. Remember, Jeffrey's parents don't really pay attention to him that often, it seemed like. Mom's trying to get serious about her writing. She's already very skilled at it, having helped on some of Dad's plays back in California, but now she's writing for herself. That's why she's free in the afternoons to pick me up sometimes. We're lucky to have enough money so that my mom doesn't have to get a steady job right now. She can actually pursue her passion. I hope I can do that someday too. Mom did get a part-time job at a local bookstore so she can interact with people and keep her mind from wandering back to California. My mind still wanders back there, but not like it did a few months ago. My dad hasn't called again. School was fine, I said. I buckled my seatbelt and away we drove. Mom, you've heard me talk about Anna and Danielle, right? Yes, is something wrong? Mom stepped on the brakes harder than usual and we jerked to a halt at the stop sign. I shook my head. Nothing's wrong, I said. I looked my way. Coast is clear. Mom eased off the brakes. Anna asked Danielle and me over to her house. That's great, Jessica, Mom said. Yes, but I know Danielle won't be going. How do you know that? I filled Mom in on what I knew about Anna's mother, and I explained why Danielle's mom wouldn't allow Danielle to associate with the likes of Anna. Mom turned right onto our road. Well, I'm not going to say no just because Anna's mother made a mistake once. We pulled into our driveway and Mom put the car in park. If Danielle is a nice girl, I bet her mother is too, Mom said, but we'll make up our own minds about what kind of a person Anna's mother really is. Dad made a mistake. You didn't want to give him another chance, I said. Your father didn't want another chance, Mom said. He made that clear before we left. She paused. The divorce papers came today. I said all quiet. Mom's bluntness really zapped me. I'm sorry, honey, Mom said. I'm sure your father will call soon. I shrugged. You don't need to lie to make me feel better. Okay, you're right, she sighed. I've always been honest and upfront with you. Another sigh. I don't know if he'll call. So that is the end of Jessica's chapter. So sad that her dad's not calling. Now it's January. So let's see what happens in January. Alright. Oh, another Jessica chapter. Awesome. This is chapter 31. Act 6, Scene 1. Anna's house was small but cozy, just the right size for her and her mother. It was painted white with gray shutters, and there was a nice front porch. Anna met us there. We said our hellos, and before I knew it, my mom was shaking hands with Terry. That's Anna's mom. Terry invited my mom in for a cup of coffee and they disappeared into the kitchen. Anna led me to her bedroom. I hope our moms become friends, I said. Me too, Anna said. My mom doesn't have any. Neither does mine, I thought. In California, my dad was always the one working and socializing, while my mom hung out with me. We didn't see him much. Even back then, he was very busy. He called every other day and asked Mom if she'd received the divorce papers. That was it. He didn't even ask to talk to me. You're reading Belle Teal, I said to Anna. I saw the book sitting on her nightstand. Do you like it? I do, Anna said. Mom brought it home for me from the library where she works. I didn't know Terry worked in the library. How exciting. I wanted to talk to her about books, and then Anna told me that her mother was taking some art classes. She showed me some of her mom's artwork. Amazing. I immediately thought of Danielle and hoped she would get a chance to meet Terry and discover for herself the connection they shared. After that, Anna showed me the rest of her books and rock collection. Then I taught her how to make worry dolls, something I learned about from one of the characters in a book I read. I figured the dolls could worry about my dad because I was done with that. Our playdate was perfect and it flew by like a day at the amusement park. We said our thank yous and goodbyes and agreed to do it again. Driving home, Mom said, "What you heard about Terry was right. Poor girl." I stayed quiet. After seeing Terry myself, I knew the story was right. She looked very young. I told her about your father, Mom said. I remained quiet. I didn't know how to feel. Surprised, angry, happy. I felt all of these at the same time. Mom was quiet now too. I guess we were busy thinking to ourselves. Okay, yep, I'm going to stop there. No, actually I'm going to read Anna's chapter. It's pretty short. Okay, so chapter 32 is Anna. Danielle wasn't able to come to my first playdate because of bad timing, but Jessica made it. We had a blast. Jessica's mom drove her over, but instead of dropping Jessica off and leaving, she came to our front door and accepted Mom's invitation for a cup of coffee. I was really glad. My mom never has anyone over, so it turned out to be her first playdate too. Maybe she was done paying for her mistake now. I sure hope so, and since I was the mistake, I felt like it was my fault. I wanted to help her find a friend and a husband. The afternoon flew by. After Jessica and her mother left, Mom pulled me into a hug. Those are genuine people, Anna, she said. You found a good friend there. You can get as close to her as you want. Mom's words made me smile. I hoped Danielle could come visit next time. I was sure Mom would think the same of her. That's so nice. Okay, so I'm going to stop there, and we will be back next time for Danielle's chapter. See you guys!